The World Cup came to an end yesterday. I did a video, uploaded it there late in the night. Spain beat Argentina by 1-0. And one of the players that was in Argentina that saw him lose to Spain was none other than Julian Alvarez. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are powered by Think Landscaping, and Think Landscaping are your number one company when it comes to designing, planning and transforming your outdoor space in there for you. So go ahead and obviously create beautiful spaces in there for you, better living and lasting value in there for you for your outdoor space by contacting them on those numbers, because you will enjoy the beauty. And they say think landscaping, beautiful spaces and lasting value. You understand? So that's exactly what they come in for onto our beautiful channel in here for you. Now let's get into this really detailed. And Julian Alvarez is one of the most anticipated summer transfer signings for either Arsenal or Real Madrid. You understand? For either Arsenal or Real Madrid or Barcelona or PSG in there for you. All those four teams are really looking out for a signature of Julian Alvarez. Now, let's get this right. When the World Cup comes to an end, you are going to see teams signing players almost every week, because teams are obviously going to be bringing very many players. For the club of Arsenal, Tolisso, Munian, I think are some of the players that they've gone ahead to go in for. You understand? But I do believe that they still have a long list of those they want to bring in through. A defender who can play as a right back is needed. A central midfielder is needed. A center forward is needed. And another left forward is needed. However much Tolisso is in, Arsenal are in need of like 4-5 players. Now, if you know that Arsenal's preseason is starting today, that means they are left with how many days? 11 plus 20. They are left with like 30 days to play their first Premier League game there for you. That is the club of Arsenal. So Arsenal, I think they're going to be opening up with Coventry City, if at all I'm not mistaken. Arsenal, who are you opening up with? I think it's Coventry. Let me get it right here. Arsenal FC are opening up with Arsenal FC are opening up with Coventry. It's gonna be the 21st of August in there for you. So that is for the Premier League. And for the preseason games, they are left with just 11 days to play their first preseason encounter. It will be Arsenal playing Girona. You understand? And then they'll play Real Betis, Borussia Dortmund, and then Como. Then they play the FA Community Shield there for you. Now, that means they should be trying to obviously get the deal of all their players that they are interested in done and dusted. And who is one of those players that they want? It's Julian Alvarez. You haven't even seen them stagger anywhere onto another center forward. But on Julian Alvarez, that's where Arsenal is pointing. They want to get in this lad. Now, Bailey has come up and obviously told us, works for Team Talk. Atletico Madrid have made it clear to Julian Alvarez's camp that they are prepared to sanction a move to Arsenal this summer. However, Barcelona remains the player's preferred destination. Andrea Bartha has held direct talks with Alvarez and is understood that he would be open to the project of moving to Arsenal, of moving back to the Premier League. It is that willingness which continues to encourage Arsenal in there for you. Now, what an update. What an update for the Arsenal fans all over the world. Because if Atletico Madrid have made it clear that they are ready to sanction the transfer of Julian Alvarez to the club of Arsenal this summer, then that is something to jubilate about. Because the player's preferred destination is Barcelona, but Atletico Madrid are not ready to come in through and obviously strengthen their fellow teams in the La Liga. They are adopting the system of Man City, even Manchester United, because in the clause of a player known as in the contract of Marcus Rashford, there was a hefty fee put onto selling him to rival teams in the Premier League, and they were like, we cannot sell you to Liverpool, we cannot sell you to Man City. You understand? So even a team known as Atletico Madrid has made it clear that all they want to do is to see to it that they sell Julian Alvarez to Arsenal in there for you. They're making it hard for Barcelona and a team called Atletico and Real Madrid to obviously get in this player, because for them, they are calling in for 100 and is it not 100? It's 500 million euros to obviously sign the player. Now, what I can tell you is Henry Bata talking to the player really speaks volumes, and it's really very energy giving and optimism giving. I tell you, look at how things are really panning out as we speak right about now for this guy who goes by the names of Henry Bata. When he loses Matheus Fernandes to Spurs, Sandro Tonali to Spurs, who else? Morgan Rogers to Chelsea. If it goes all that, what cooks in your head? To me, what cooks in my head is that the lad has something special. He's really trying to cook for the club of Arsenal. The summer transfer window that he delivered to the fans of Arsenal last summer was unprecedented. But he brought in 8 players. And I've always gone ahead to tell you the names of those 8 players. And they've been so much integral into the season of 2025-2026 of Arsenal. And who am I talking about? Kepa Arrizabalaga, Hinkapie, Mosquera, Nogard, Zubimendi, Ebelechi Eze, Noni Madueke, and Victor Gyökeres. And I think the most expensive player he signed was Ebelechi Eze for 68 million pounds. I think Gyökeres was it 65 there for you million pounds. Zubimendi came in through for 50 million pounds. You understand? So, and he cooked it very well to an extent that Arsenal fans went ahead to obviously feel like they've been betrayed by the man when he first went ahead to bring in through what we call Noni Madueke before bringing in Gyökeres. You understand? So that's exactly how things really went ahead to pan out. You understand? So as it stands right now, it's written all over the wall that there is something hidden that he's cooking and obviously hiding all this money for. If you don't understand me, let me repeat it. Arsenal not spending 100 million pounds on Sandro Tonali, 85 million pounds onto a player called Matheus Fernandes, losing out onto a player known as Morgan Rogers. Arsenal are not paying 117 million pounds. That means they do have a reason as to why they're doing this. And I told you in the video of Bruno Guimaraes that Bruno Guimaraes is a priority signing because the midfield market is soon getting scarce, all getting empty. They're going to empty it with quality midfielders. You understand? And if you're looking at the market, the quality midfielders left that Arsenal would obviously get in through to obviously transform their midfield to the next level. Bruno Guimaraes is the one left. You get? Manu Kone, I don't think so. Buadi, good, but not to the level of Bruno Guimaraes. You understand? Who else are we talking about? So, they are trying to look out for their priority, but it sends you a message that they don't want to overspend because they know they have two players. They're obviously gonna be they're gonna be spending huge on to get in through the club of Arsenal. Who is the first? The first one was who? Bruno Guimaraes, £100 million, and for Julian Alvarez, he can go for £120 million in there for all £100 million plus maybe a Gabriel Martinelli or a Gabriel Jesus. You understand? So that's why they are keen on where they want to spend their money. Because for Julian Alvarez, by the way, what makes this deal really very hard is that no one knows how much will be agreed onto this deal. But because Andre Batha was at Atletico Madrid, he talks to the bosses of Atletico Madrid, I think he knows the figure. That's why he doesn't want to obviously go out and really spend his money anyhow. He's like, Bruno Guimaraes and Julian Alvarez, I'm dying